Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Today, if you're wondering why I'm here, it's because I have some really exciting news for you. So my dad started telling his friends about how good I've become with chance, and it turns out one of his friends actually associated me with an elite university, and so here I am. I'm at the Manor, and it's a very elite university, and I just got out of the library because I was reading up on some stuff, but I have some stuff to do with chance, and I'm going to take you guys through my, through kind of my routine after I get out of school, and also I have a lesson today, or no, I don't have a lesson, but I'm just going to go out and ride chance. I haven't exactly figured out what I want to do, but I know we are going to be filming, or not filming, we are going to be doing a show with Chance very soon, which I'm so excited about. And I will be filming that, obviously, because that's such a big deal. And yeah, Chance is in the visitor stable right now, just because he was out in the pasture, and I asked one of the stable hands to bring him in for me quickly because I was finishing up my last class in school, and I just needed them to bring him in for me. So he is right here, as you can see, and he has gained just enough weight, or not just enough, but he's gained weight and now he's all healthy and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna get on his halter quickly and bring him out. We tie the horses outside up to one of the little fence posts. Um, that's only when we're doing when we're in the visitors barn, but when we're in the like our barn for the students here, it's very fancy. And I am not allowed to film in there right now because they are getting some new horses in. So they just want the horses to settle down and not be stressed out with the camera and stuff, which I totally understand. So we're gonna groom Chance quickly, and as always, I did groom both sides of him, and I picked all four of his feet, but I only filmed me grooming one side of him and me picking one of his feet, just so you guys knew I was doing it. And I'm going to tack him up now quickly. And yeah, so I'll we're going to do that. I have gotten him a bunch of, or I haven't gotten him some stuff, but this is our university outfit. Hang on, you'll see once I get all his tack on. But we have a uniform that we use, so that's yep. um, but yep, we have a uniform. This is just for riding purposes, but then we have a different uniform for shows, but it's basically the same. So I'm quickly going to get on my helmet and gloves. First, I'm getting on my helmet, which is black, as you can see, and I'm going to get on my gloves. Oops. And I got on my gloves, and now I'm going to bridle Chance, and yeah, let's get on his bridle. And what I was riding in before was the tack that was kind of the same color as him, but now we have this set, which looks really nice on him as well. So yeah, I'm going to bring him on the cross country course because that's what I think I'm going to do with Chance is cross country, but we're still figuring out some stuff for us to do. I will be doing flat work showing and show jump showing, but I'm mainly just going to do cross country, and I haven't taken Chance on cross country yet before, never, so this is going to be interesting, and you guys are going to see what he thinks of it first. And it has been a few days since we've ridden, just because, we had to move him all the way from Fir Grove to here, which is quite a while, like it's a very long ride, and then I've had to unpack all my stuff and I had to get settled and stuff. So yeah, but now that we're here, we're here. And I did bring Chance right up to the first jump, and I kind of got him set up. We weren't going very fast. We were kind of just going at a light canter. And I am gonna go faster after, but I'm kind of just warming him up now. And yeah, I have a feeling Chance has been on this course before, just never with me, because he is a pure warm blood. So he probably has done a bunch of stuff before, and cross country is probably one of them. And for how pure his blood is, he was probably born somewhere in this fancy area. He was either born at New Hillcrest Stables or Silverglade Manor. It has to be one of the two because none of the other stables have like pure blood horses. So they wouldn't be able to breed him. But he is a very good horse, and we've actually gotten super far since our last video. So yeah, now, so it's actually quite quiet here on Yorvik, but I stopped Chance and I got on my phone quickly and I decided I would play a little bit of music for Chance, and for you guys too. So yeah, enjoy. Oh my god, guys, it's me. Actually, guys, I decided I wouldn't play some music because my phone just died. So I didn't decide that. My phone decided that. But yeah, so I wanted to tell you guys a little more about how I got here. Um, so basically, my dad, like, he didn't believe how good I was with Chance because my brother had told him, obviously. And then one day, my brother and like my dad was like, no, you're kidding. That horse like had no hope, blah blah blah. And so he came over to the stable and came out to me and said, Emily, get on Chance. I want to see you ride him. And we did perfect. Chance was so good and he cooperated in everything. He wasn't skittish. He didn't even nick a jump. And we did perfect flat work and stuff. So I'm super proud of Chance, and my dad was so impressed. He talked to one of his friends and like he was telling them about how good Chance had been and like how incredible the change was from Chance. Um, and my friend and his my dad's friends were like, "Oh my gosh, that's so cool!" And one of them was actually um, the stable hand of the Manor Riding Academy, and he told his boss, who is the owner of the um, Manor Riding Academy, he told them about it, and he was so impressed. And he didn't believe the stable. He didn't believe my dad's friend, obviously, and so he, the, my dad's friend asked my dad to take a video of me riding Chance, and then my dad's friend showed it to the boss, and the boss was so impressed, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, tell Emily's dad that she has a scholarship to come here." And I got the scholarship, and I was so excited and happy. I didn't know what to do. Like I ran right out of the house and to Chance, and I just hugged him because I was so excited. Um, so yeah, that was how I got to the that's how I got to Manor Riding Academy. And if you guys want to see one of my lessons or something with my whole class, then feel free. And I'm gonna do a little bit of flat work with Chance, as you can see right now, which I'm doing. But I'm gonna be showing Chance flat work, show jumping, and cross country. And then he is going, and we have a bunch of lessons. I've taken one lesson only, but that was really just to introduce me to all the other girls here and to kind of get me used to what we do because new girls come like almost every week. So yeah, but the um, Manor Riding Academy has like stopped giving out scholarships now for this year or this term, and they are not like accepting in any more students. So because they have quite a bunch of students already, and yeah, it's a lot to handle with. One of the girls is actually over there on her Frisian. It's not her Frisian, it's the school's, but she is going to get her own course soon. It might be a Frisian, it might not. We don't know, but her dad is very rich, and they're probably going to get a pure blood Frisian. But that's one of my friends, and she is doing dressage. So yeah. Um. So basically, yeah. Some of the girls, like I said, do cross country and dressage, and some of them just do flat work. Others do like everything. So it's fun. Some people do barrels. So yeah, I'm going to um, work with Chance on some fun lead changes right now. And yeah, feel free to turn on some music or something in this part because my phone died, so I can't turn on music. So yeah, now I'll let you guys watch us do some plot work. And at one point, we might go into the jumping arena. I don't know. And then here I brought Chance into the jumping arena, and we are going to do a little bit of jumping, and then I'm going to walk back up to the stables with him, and we're going to pull him out on the way because it's not a long walk back up to the stable, but he'll surely be cooled out after it, and I'll unpack him and stuff, and I'll put him back out in the pasture because that's part of his routine, and I will film that off for you guys, but for now, let's start jumping, and it is quite busy in here because some of the girls were having private lessons. The jumping arena is access to everybody at any time. But some of the girls were just having private lessons, and others were kind of just chilling and jumping. But these are some of my classmates, and I haven't made many friends yet because I actually just got here 2 days ago. So yeah, but I'll be quiet and do some jumping now. And here's where I finished jumping because the arena was so busy I couldn't really do much. So I just brought Chance down to a trot, and then I steadily brought him down to a walk, and we started heading back up the hill. The arena was quite busy today, and as you can see, there is one of the dressage. There are three of the dressage girls who are having a dressage lesson together, but I don't do dressage, so I'm not having a dressage lesson with them. And we actually don't have a jumping or cross country or flat lesson today, so I didn't have any lessons today. So today was kind of just a free day for me to hang out with Chance and ride him out ever I wanted. And now I'm going to pull him out, and we're gonna walk all the way back up to the stables, untack him, brush him, pick his feet, and then put him back out in the pasture. Um, so yeah, feel free to turn on some more music and just watch us, head back up to the stable and do our stuff. I really do wish that somebody would cut these two bramble bushes because when I'm walking back up the hill, they're always in the way. Not to like complain or anything, but yeah. Chance tried to trot because he was excited because he saw the stable and the pasture and his pasture, so he tried to trot to get there faster, but I had to hold him back because after all, we are supposed to be pulling him out. So yeah, there was one of my friends rushing to get to her lesson. If you look right over there, that whole spot, like not the road, but that spot is Chance's pasture. I expect the stable isn't going to be very busy considering almost everybody's down at the arena taking their lesson. So we will probably have a very quiet time without everybody, bustling around and stuff. So yeah, Chance might be changing pastures, but we don't know. He just got here, so yeah. But we are hoping to put him out with some horses soon, or some other horses soon, and then they'll share a big pasture. But right now he's just going out alone, which he doesn't really mind. But we are hoping to put him out with some other horses, and he is super nice with the horses in the stable, and the horses next to him, like he touches noses with them, and he's always super nice with them. So we're not expecting them to be like rude to each other and kicking and stuff, but we never know. But so we're kind of just letting Chance adjust everything first before we take it another step. And we got back to the stable, and I was right, there weren't many people here. And the first thing I did was switch off his bridle, which he didn't move, he doesn't care. And I plopped on his halter, um, and he was looking around and he was sniffing because it was about dinner time, or I mean, it wasn't really close. It was like an hour and a half until dinner time, but I'm gonna run over his schedule with you guys quickly while I untack him and brush him out. But so early in the morning, I feed him his grain and hay, and then I go to class. And then I feed him his, and then the stable hands kindly turn him out in the pasture for me. And then at lunch, I come back here and I feed him his hay for lunch. And, or, sorry, nah, I don't do that. And then at lunch, I'll come down and I'll kind of hang out with him in his pasture. And then as soon as we get dismissed, which is about 1 o'clock or stuff and stuff, I'll go and I'll quickly text one of the stable hands and ask them to take him out of the pasture and bring him up to the stable for me. And then once I get out of class, I go get him, or I come and get him from the stable, and I tack him up and everything, and then I tack him up and everything, and then I ride or I do my lesson. But some days I have my lesson as part of class, and then I won't ride him after. I'll just come down, I'll hang out with him in the pasture, and then when it's time, I'll feed him dinner just in the pasture. So, and then but if I don't have a lesson during class, I just bring him to the pasture. Or if I didn't have a lesson as class, I tack him up, I ride him, and then I come back up, untack him, brush him out, turn him out in the pasture, and then in like an hour and a half, around that time, I bring him in, put on his blanket, feed him dinner, and he stays in for the night. And then he's in the main barn with the other horses, not in the visitor's barn. So that's his daily schedule. He spends most of his day out in the pasture. And soon it'll be with some other horses, but now I'm just walking him down to the pasture. So yeah, he got really excited and he tried trotting a few times, but I held him back, and he was quite mad because he loves his pasture time because he grazes and all that stuff. And the pasture he's in right now has really green grass, so he loves it more than some of the other pastures, because we tried putting him out in some of the other pastures that were smaller. He wasn't very happy because he likes a lot of space. So then we put him out in a big pasture, but it was still fairly small. And then we put him out in the one he has now, which is meant for a bunch of horses, and he really likes it. But when he does have his friends, this pasture will be full with some other horses, and then he'll be even more happy because he'll have a big pasture and a bunch of friends. So this area is his pasture, not on the trail, but all around here. And then it's not like right next to the road, but it's up there, and then it goes back there, and he has a bunch of space. So yeah, he's super happy in this pasture, and that's why he spends most of his day in the pasture. And on weekends when I don't have school, I kind of hang out with him all day, or I go run errands that I need to. And I do have a apartment, and yeah. So here I've just brought him down to this spot in the pasture because he'll go wherever he wants to, and I and I took off his halter. He sniffed around a little bit. So I took off his halter and I pet him on the nose, and he normally doesn't move until I leave. So then I ran out of the pasture because running doesn't disturb him, which is kind of funny. I can, and he doesn't move until I like fully leave. He was just kind of standing there, like I'm waiting for you to go. I heard his hooves move, and I knew he was moving a little bit. But I ran all the way back up the hill, and I um and I did put away his tack after I untacked him. I just didn't film that part. So I did that, and then I go to the and then I don't run once I get back up to the stables where there's other girls. And I that's the supply closet, and I go into my apartment, which is this first one. But we aren't allowed to film inside our apartment, sadly. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a minute, and we're gonna feed Chance, Mr. Chance. Okay, guys, it's normal meat. Don't pretend you like never saw this part of the video where I'm getting all my pajamas from the Star Stable. Just like pretend you never saw it. Let's go back. Okay, hey guys. It's been a while. I've eaten my dinner, and now I'm going to go get Chance out of the pasture and feed him his dinner. And as you can see, I did get on my pajamas because um after our ride we never ride again, and sometimes I'll do some stable chores, but it doesn't matter if I do them in our pajamas. And most of the girls are finishing up, like these two girls are finishing up, and then Courtney, one of my friends, just put her horse Goldie away. That's her horse Goldie, and she is heading back in to get on her pajamas. So yeah, I'm gonna run down to the pasture, and Chance normally comes back to the spot where I put him in for dinner time because he knows when it's time. Like when all the horses are coming back to the stable from the lesson, he goes back to the exact same spot. And just to be funny, he'll give me his spot. And as you can see, he's standing in the same spot just because that's what he does. So I ran downhill and I checked to make sure no horses were coming before I sprinted along the trail. And I finally got to Chance. And yeah, I know I'm not very good at whistling, but. And then he looked at me and he rolled his eyes at me, as you saw. I put on his halter and I laughed at him. He's funny. And brought him back up to the stable. He got a last nibble of grass, but I could see his prints going all the way up over the mountain, so I knew he had been all the way up around there. So I wasn't gonna fool for his trick. I didn't get any grass to eat. And as you can see, there's a very dark spot under the tree where he was standing and eating like all the grass. So I brought him right up the hill, and one of the riders was going, and they stopped for me, and then I stopped for them, and they went, because, like I said, all the girls are coming back up from their lesson, and there's almost no girls down at the arena now. Almost all of them are back up, and the horses are in the main barn, so yeah, yada yada yada. And like I said, I can't film in the main barn. So I give him his dinner out in the visitor's barn, and then I put his blanket on out there, or his blankets in the main barn. So I bring him in the main barn, put on his blanket, and put him in his stall. But I can't film in there right now. I can another time, just not today because there's obviously new horses coming because the last of the students came today. So like there's new horses and new girls, and everybody just needed to get settled before a big camera was introduced into the mix, which like I said, I understand because some of the other girls are film at the barn, and like when Chance first got here, they told like the managers and stable hands of the barn told them no filming in the barn today, no filming in the barn, because Chance was like very nervous at first because like he had got moved from one place, from a bad place to a bad place to a bad place, and then to a good place, which was at my dad's farm, and then to here, and he wasn't sure if this was supposed to be a good place or a bad place. So I knew, like, I didn't blame him for being so timid. And they don't have assigned stalls in the visitors barn, so sometimes one of the stalls are taken, sometimes they're not. But today, Chance's stall wasn't taken, and there was another girl waiting to bring her horse in. But I just told her, hang on, I'll be out with Chance in a second. And I left Chance's hoe throne well. He ate his hay and his grain. His grain's in the trough. And his hay, which you can see he's eating right now. So I left his hoe throne because it takes him like 15 minutes to eat his dinner. And then I brought him back into the main barn. So thank you guys so much for watching this video of our daily routine, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this one with Chance. And yeah, comment down, or wait, never mind. Bye guys.